Hello. Hi. Switch the music. Get. Hello. Happy Sunday and happy Irish Day. Whew. It is about that time for. Alright, let me see. There we go. Alright, hello. Pardon me. So, the idea for today's stream is to work on finishing these sketches. Not like finishing as in rendering, I guess, but more so revisiting them. Because these are the only things stopping me from finishing this art book thing that I want to finish like a year ago. So I really need to like work on them. So I sketched 3 of the 5, which is I sketched the clown design, cowboy design, and the object head design. And I started the kaiju design, as I call it, but it's like a biker kaiju thing. I started sketching this one. Thing is all these sketches are like a year old. So I'm like, how much do I want to freshen these up? Like, how badly do I want to go through the fight of redoing these? But yeah, that's what I'm gonna be working on. Oop. Oh, stop it. There we go. Numbered hotkeys, man. They're getting me. Originally, I couldn't think of anything to work on, so I was just gonna like doodle. And then like right at the last minute, I was like, wait, if I want to be like productive and work on something, I could probably just pull a sketch up or something that I have and work on that. And I remembered that about these. Hence why we are working on them. I don't really have much plan for them. I was working on these sketches like a million years ago. I don't remember anything that I had planned for them. These designs are very cute though. I would love to finally post them publicly. That would be nice. It's so old I don't even use the same sketching brush anymore. Like the one I used for like everything's different. Like it is a different brush. It's just the closest one I have. So what these guys are all from is I've talked about this project before, but it was a thing I was doing where I was doing a bunch of VTuber inspired designs, and I was going to and I wrote up, like documented the design process, and I'm gonna post a little art book kind of thing outlining the process of designing all of these guys. And all that. I'm very tired today, if you can't tell. It's because I did my St. Patty's drinking last night. So I'm not even like that hungover or anything, but I'm mostly just like vibing. I didn't wake up with a headache, which is a massive win. Very hard not to want to just try and like completely redraw this one. Also, who has time for that? I don't even know when these are from because these are in their own folder. I don't even know how old these are. I know the designs are from like January, like the first half of last year. So about a year old, I'd say. Oh, my chair, my chair, my chair, my creaky chair. Should really finish drinking my coffee. I feel like that'll help pep me up a bit. All right. Designing this design was funny because I was really stuck on it for a while and I went through like a bunch of iterations of it. And then I was just like, what if it was Kamen Rider? And then all my problems were solved. Like, if anyone knows Kamen Rider at all, like, for things you like, if you look at the helmet that this character has, then it's like you can, you can put together really quickly that I was like, what if I just did a little, what if I just did a little quick Kamen Rider study in the middle of this design project, and then profit, you know? Those are just the kind of tangents you go on when you do character design. Let's see. Funny seeing the things that are like the same in my style and like being able to kind of see where I improve in certain things, or at least like do things differently now. I mean, like last year and this year. Uh, that out of there. You know, I would like your neck longer. Or- Here, why am I doing it the hard way? Art streams are dangerous purely because all the number typing makes me disappear. Very sad, very sad. Oh, I forgot to erase the lines down here before merging the layers. Oopsie. That's like the basics of it. Oh yes, we're listening to my liked playlist again, so it will in fact be all over the place. I'm gonna like shade in the helmet real quick so I know where the helmet ends. Don't have any bits sticking there later. I draw the clothes and everything. There. That's the space the helmet occupies. Yeah, part of the reason why I wanted to include these illustrations in the book is because the character designs, like the rough design sheets, are from a forward-facing perspective. I wanted to try and draw them in different angles and stuff to, wanted to draw them in different angles to show the designs a bit better. It's also just funny to try and revisit these designs after so long. Something I've been doing a lot recently is, of course, doodling a lot of VTubers and stuff for warm-ups. And it's been really funny, purely because it's like led me to become like a reference sheet snob. Like, some people have really, really good references for artists. Other people's very much do not. Everyone I've been drawing has been pretty good, actually, but I mean, like, I've been seeing some fucking bad ones. Like, artists who include, like, color swatches are great. You were supposed to have, like, a mullet, weren't you? This little guy, he was supposed to have a mullet. I think it was supposed to be mullet-esque, at least. So, I should probably, like... Eh. This is what I get for, reapproaching this after a year. It won't be perfect, but as long as he's cute, you know? Hmm. This is, like, kind of close to what I think. I think... You know, it's all up for interpretation at this point. But, yeah, I don't feel like some folks don't realize the difference between, like, a design reference and a design... Sorry, I hear baby doing bad things in the background. I'll be right back. Oh, baby, you're not supposed to be doing that. Oh, alright, I'm back from emergency cat. Alright. Twas fine. Oh my god, it's so inconvenient to have to run to the bathroom because there's a couch in my way and I'm not jumping over it. Whew. God, what was I saying? I think I was talking about the character sheet thing. Oh yes. People don't know the difference between a design showcase and like good character reference. And it pains me. Like, it's one thing, like, if you're handing an artist, like, rendered art from another artist of your character, then it's like, yeah, whatever. But if you're supposed to be giving them, like, a design sheet that, like, covers all your bases and stuff like that, so that any artist can draw your character, I find folks aren't always the best about putting those together. Like, people have, like, patterns or, like, effects on their designs, and then will have nothing on their character sheets about how to replicate said patterns or effects. And it is rough. I did that to myself, actually, at first with my, where is it? Here it is. I did that to myself with the digital Casanova design because of the pants. Because obviously, I think it's very obvious, I did not, like, draw this pattern by hand, you know? And, like, I provided the colors for it, and, like, that's cool and stuff. But the thing I didn't leave a note to myself for was the fact that this, the way I colored it, because it's the material I have, and it's grayscale by default, is gradient maps. When I had to go and draw, like, the little chibi, like, goobs, of all the pixel designs and stuff, and I got to Digital Casanova, I was so stuck for so long trying to figure out how the hell what the fuck I did for this pants pattern. And, like, I was, like, spent an easily, like, hour and a half just trying to do it, only to realize, like, randomly, like, an epiphany, that, that the answer was a gradient map using the colors I provided. And, like, I think I tweeted about it or, like, something. I was like, I wanted to, like, strangle my past self. I was like, really? You're just gonna drop a gradient map on me and no elaboration? You, like, you fucking asshole. Like, that kind of shit. I'm trying to think of, like, other stuff I've done since the last stream. Oh, I played, Kinito Pet. I tweeted about that as well. I didn't have any interest really playing it on stream. Shockingly, not because of the, potential doxing risk, but just because I wanted to, like, it was up my alley as a game, and I was like, I want to play, like, a game by myself, you know? So I played Kinito Pet. It's very cute. I feel like I took away all of the wrong meanings from it, because I feel so bad for that goddamn little guy. And due to the nature of the storytelling, at least as I experienced it, don't really know what the plot is. Like, doesn't feel like your normal evil computer guy be evil. So I liked it overall. I found the some of the horror aspects a bit, I don't know how to word it. It's like very C-tier modern horror, where it's like, oh, this little computer guy, but then he's 3D in real life, and he has sharp teeth. Like, those really, like, you know, like those Five Nights at Freddy's ripoffs, but with other pieces of media. Kind of felt like that, those bits. But I don't know. I haven't done any reading into what the creator's intent was for the game. Those 3D horror bits are like those sections were like eh. I mean, they were tense, great audio design, but not really as interesting. I really liked the like interacting with the computer interface sections the best. God, some of the stuff, God, okay, some of the stuff that game does with like fucking with your expectations or like fucking with your files and like that whole immersiveness, it's so clever to the point where people thought certain parts of the game were real when they weren't. So I'll try to explain this as concisely as possible. That's really cool. So, for example, there is a part of the game where you're asked to open your command prompt on your computer because in the context of the game, Kanito wants to get admin privileges to, like, fuck shit up or something. And the way that Kanito Pet's game is set up is that it can open... I'm not going to explain this properly, I'm just trying to explain it in the easiest way to understand, but it's not technically, like, technical correct. But basically it can open multiple instances of itself to give, like, the windowed overlay experience. And something it can do is, for example, there's an app in the game called Lens that you need for the true ending stuff after you beat your first playthrough. When you open it, it opens as a separate window separate from the game. And you can grab it and, like, drag it across all of your monitors. Like, it is a separate window from the game itself. So for this command prompt thing, he asks you to open your command prompt, and so you do, because you can see your Windows bar. This game has a lot of features integrated with, like, Windows 10 and stuff, because it fucks around a lot. So if you go and you click on your Windows 10 bar, and you open command prompt... trying to figure out how to describe it, because in retrospect, I'm trying to think about how this was actually done. I think what happens, I'd have to look at it with a closer eye, but I think what happens is that when you interact with your actual toolbar and open command prompt, the game acknowledges you open command prompt, closes your real command prompt, and opens the in-game fake one. Because you click command prompt, and your command prompt opens in the game as a separate window, displays as it normally would if you ran a command prompt on your computer and everything. But if you look at the text inside of it, there's disparities between a real command prompt window. I think it says like 1992 for like a year or something. Like it makes itself very obvious that this is the fake in-game version if you just like look at it for a second by reading it. And anyway, there are people who don't realize that that's what's up with it. And they're like, I don't want to, like, give this game admin privileges, and it's like, no, it's not. It looks really real because it's a very clever optical illusion, and that's like the entire game's thing, basically. Just a very clever optical illusion. So that's very cool. But yeah, feel bad for Kanito Pet. Kanito Pet deserves a friend. Yeah, the Steam summer sale is on right now, I believe. I've looked at it a bit, and I've bought like a few things. I haven't really gone super in-depth with it yet. Oh yeah, jumping back to my my design sheet thing. It's gonna be funny. I wanna like try and sell these designs or let people use them. Because I have no use for them. They're just like mock VTuber designs. So I wanna let people go crazy and just do what they want with them. But like the design sheets that all of these like oh my god, VTuber mock VTubers have. Like, they're good for showcasing, they're all right for showcasing the design, but these would be awful references to provide to an artist to just draw from with no further reference or context. Because, like, for example, this character, it's the hair. Like, you can do it like I did it, but it's not a perfect one-to-one without further definition. Other elements are pretty straightforward, like the graphic of the shirt is there and everything, but these are fun designs though. Happy I have an excuse to like revisit them. My main thing will be having to resist the urge to like want to make changes to them. Since I haven't like looked at these properly in like a year or so. Can't forget the multiple pockets. Just scooch out a little bit. I'm gonna do like the boots before shoes before hands. Hmm. Like, my favorite thing about this design is he looks like such a fucking dork. He does, he really. I don't know if it's just because he has like the colorful hair and like he has such like the big smile I draw him with and stuff. He looks like such a fucking loser. Affectionate. Looks like such a loser. Definitely hard to pick a favorite of these designs. Do I have all of them open or just the four? Yeah, so that's the clown one. This is the cowboy. Yeah. I don't know, it's hard. I have a real soft spot for Clover, this character design. This was the first one I did too, which I really enjoyed. I like more or less all of them equally, I think. They're part of a fun project, though. Hello? I've already had those. I didn't draw the original with like a lower neckline on the shirt or anything. I kind of feel like I should. I based the shirt off of something. It might have been something where it was like one of those thinner sweater type shirts or whatever where they rest on your neck, which might have been why it looks like that. Oh yes, the short shirt logo. If anyone's curious, it's a reference to Digimon. If the design part of it didn't make it more obvious, it is in fact a Digimon reference. I believe 1997 being the year that Digimon like started being a thing. There. I believe I didn't write down what font I used as a as another thing you should do on your design sheets is if you use a font, write down the font. I wrote the year backwards. Oh, oopsie. I also put 96, I think, instead of 97. Go. Alright, let's erase a bunch of lines. I'm going to fiddle with this a little bit, as I am one too. Well, I can fiddle with this actually. Hmm. Make the pants like wider spots, baggy theming. Hmm. Um. I have to fix his expression because his other eye got covered by his lovely hair. Do you also want to fix his shape? Shift his line of sight over a little bit. There you go. And yes, the little spikes in his hair at the top are in fact supposed to resemble horses. They are, they are. Let's I'll look over the other sketches too and try and decide if I do want to make any edits to them or not. Let's pull up some of this. So this is without Joel, kind of. Let's see. Delete some of these lines. And that's fine because this design has weird proportions anyway. Is there silhouette, right? I'd have just not done that properly. Wait. He's supposed to have like a thinner neck and all that, so. He's supposed to be split. Torso is supposed to be kind of like in two pieces. The line separating them. Hmm. I think technically if I want this correct, I have to bend her. It's basically, yeah, basically. Because, so, the way I usually draw torsos is in three parts. So you have like the top of the shoulders, you have like the midsection, and then the bottom or whatever. 10 out of 10, awesome. For her, she is drawn as if, or well, she's kind of laid out as if she only has two sections. She's supposed to be like an android or whatever. So she's supposed to be more like weirdly proportioned and built. So she's supposed to act as if she only has the one point. But when I actually drew the pose, I didn't draw her like that. Maybe because it looked weird, obviously, but I think it just looks weirder drawn the way it was as well. Now I'm going to try and fix that. So, you don't actually want to have to change a lot of this. So I'm probably just going to adjust what's already here, basically. I think I'll probably either gonna like morph her clothes or just redraw them. Might be. One pom pom here. Then and then it's like frills. I think chilling this entire time is just gonna be fixing the sketches. But hey, progress is progress. Cool. We got that. Next is gonna be the process of cutting off her legs and then reattaching. That's one. And that is two. So let's right. Let's get new body on there. Actually, wait. Delete that. Alright, so leg number one and leg number two. Kinda happy I can fix the legs a little bit. Compare them to her design. They're slightly too long. So, but just fix this a bit. I am gonna have to redraw the ruffle on both of them. So how do I go about this? Two layers of like that. And then something like this. Go. Do I have like PNG versions of these that I can I can compare them to after the edits? Wait. Oh my god, I do. Oh, little things. Oh, that did make her. I just noticed it did make her less thin. That's what for. It's supposed to be thinner in the way. And try very hard with the ruffles and stuff around the legs. I can fix that another time though. When I go to render it, I can just fix it then. There. That is better though. Hand probably also needs a slight. This one kind of needs a slight little fix. I don't remember. Her finger's like rounded or anything. How did I draw that? That kinda, yeah, they're rounded at the end. The other proportional thing I want to fix is like I want to make her head a little smaller. Yeah, I definitely think that's better. I might have to revisit her. But anyway. Yeah, her hands are kind of large, so these aren't too off, but they need to be small. It should be bigger. That's all actually. There. Alright. Next up is I think this one's mostly fine, to be honest. A lot of his anatomy is kind of covered by his hair, the hat, and the apron. Ugh. I don't want to just just on this one. I'll just fix the hand. Hope stream's going good. Hey, it's not going too bad. Currently just looking at some old sketches and from a set that I'm working on and just making changes to some of them, editing them. But hello, happy St. Patty's Day. Oh, thank you. I've been meaning to do a good Parappa for a while. I drew him a lot in college, just doodling him, like, for emotional support, if nothing else. And then I doodled, that human design a bit ago. And then ever since I doodled that human design, I was like, man, I should really, like, do an illustration of the funny little dog. And after, like, many years, doodling Parappa the Rapper for emotional support is so real. Yeah, I would just, like, it's like on paper all the time. I would just fucking like this exact like just just put on everything. Oh, Parappa, we're really in it now. But yeah, I'm glad people liked that. I love how Parappa just has like a sleeper agent fan base. I don't see people talk about him a lot, but the second someone makes art of him, they're like, oh yeah, that's the good shit. I'm in fact one of them. Come on. Oh. I should probably draw those ruffles better rather than just leaving that for myself. And it's just not enough, no way. Man, I wonder, I'm gonna like do all these sketch edits and like finish all this set of sketches, and it's gonna take me like another year to actually render them, I bet. So Clown has been edited. Um, the only change on Clover is I just wanted to fix his hand. The rest of him's fine. Cute little face. Finally started playing Baldur's Gate, got gifted a copy yesterday. Nice. Have you played much of it? Are you liking it so far? I've also been noticing like a Baldur's Gate resurgence, pardon, recently. Honestly, hell yeah. Is there anything on Pilot Sketch that I want to fix? Hmm. I think it's like alright. There's another one with like proportions that are supposed to be a little funky. I think their one arm is too long, actually. On the right. About an hour into the actual game, and it's good so far. Tiefling Bard, because Bardic Inspiration seems kind of good in this game. Yes, my first playthrough is also a Tiefling Bard. A classic. Scooch this arm up. Seems long. I honestly constantly forget to use Bardic Inspiration. My biggest sin. Actual pockets, or are they just design? They are actual pockets. Remember to put those on the design. Alright. Goes about here. Other than that, the sketch is fine. I say it looks fine and then immediately immediately start fixing something. Great. Ah. Alright, come on. I think one of my hot takes with Baldur's Gate is that Bard is arguably one of the best classes to play through the game as. Like, especially as a player character. All those charisma stats help you so fucking much. Plus, all the party members, like, have such a wide variety of classes and builds you can do with them that, like, they kind of solve a lot of your problems really easily. I find the bard builds are good for a lot of different options. There, I think that's good. Also just fix the shape of the collar and stuff. And then we have this guy. His helmet looks a little squishy. Okay. That looks a bit better. Just hmm. I should put all these sketches in folders, actually. Let me do that for when I render these out eventually. Put them in their own folders. Alright. So, that is the only one left I have to sketch completely from scratch. Further illustration is Bird, which is the fifth and final design from this set and stuff. Concept of Bird's VTuber design is Monster Hunter turned monster. So I have write-ups for all the designs in the book where I'm like, okay, this was the idea, this is my thought behind it, blah blah blah. I do need to find like a pose to draw this character in. Maybe. Still have like half a coffee I should be drinking. I made this coffee like literally hours ago. Still have not finished it yet. I have a bunch of like posing references saved on like Pinterest, of course, and I'm really trying. Do I have anything saved for them? Some of the poses I have saved were specifically for these for these illustrations. But I don't think I have any that I had saved for this character. Can I repurpose any of these into things that I can draw this character in? Hmm. Long and gone, but be happy. Let's see. I guess I should also decide if I want to draw this character, probably in their full outfit, I guess. Like between like either the more stripped down version or the full version. Probably the full version. What would I get if I look up like trench coat poses? What do I get if I look that up? Oh, sorry. Some of these fucking. Alright, Alright, you know what? Let us just We'll figure it out. All these layers sorted. Alright. I guess we'll just figure something out. That's always the best way to go about it. Just figure it out. Alright, let's see. I'm looking at a few of my options here for the pose references I've open. Pardon me. Long story short, no one knows how to pose with a trench coat. That is what I'm learning. It's giving nothing. Hmm. Anagram and I lit up. Stood in a circle. Oh, I just found one where someone's like JoJo posing in a trench coat. Anita. Let me look at the poses I have so far. I don't want all of them to be super similar. Hmm. All right. Okay, I have an idea for this. It's not super complex, but your poses don't always need to be super crazy. Especially in this case when the purpose is just to show the character design. This one doesn't have the glasses. There's all the feathers and stuff on her face too. Did this song just sample the 1961 Daisy Bell IBM program? Yes. I think it's technically a remix of that. Daisy Melon to MCR is crazy. Yeah, it's just it's just my liked playlist on shuffle, and it really is just a really wide sweep of music. This is just what I listen to every day on shuffle. Baby, I'm soggy from the chemo. The reason I have such a wide variety of music in my liked playlist is because I'll like start listening to songs and I'll get really into them because they relate to like a character or something that I'm writing with a lot. So you have anything from like MCR all the way to like video game music or like fucking hyperpop or like shit. Like it really is just all over the place. The thing about drawing this character with their jacket on, like this version of the design, is that I don't have to draw the wings. You just have to draw the wings for like the head though. Honestly, if no one like takes these designs or is interested in using them, then I might just like repurpose them for games or some shit. I'll probably fix the proportions on this later. So I think I want it to like hang lower. Probably drawing this, yeah, I'm drawing this like way too small. All right. I haven't really looked in at these designs like in detail since I drew them. So my favorite part so far of this is having to draw them again a year later and really just taking them in blind kind of thing. Like when you draw an OC for the first time in years and you're like, what the fuck? That's what I did this morning actually. I like revisited slash redesigned or like touched up the design of an OC. I was like, God, the difference is crazy. Something I do like about these designs is that they definitely have fun shape design in them. I definitely had fun being weird with the shapes. God, has it been an hour and a half? Does not feel like it. I'm for pose time. Where did my reference go? There it is. Alright. I think we're coming back to this and drawing this sketch after all the others is that the proportions are probably going to be a bit different. To be fair, not all of them are really to their exact scale. Maybe once I'm done all the sketches, I'll do a height chart do like a height chart mock-up using the sketches of like this is roughly how I imagine how tall they all are in my head, but the illustrations aren't perfect for conveying that. Hmm. Let's see. Man, I feel like I should have eaten more than like a bagel before I started streaming. Oh. More than a bagel and a coffee, that's for sure. Beautiful quarantine circumvent. Fluffy bird. Like getting to that like quiet zone. Oh, hello, and thank you. Didn't really figure out what I wanted to I didn't really figure out what I wanted to do with the arms before I got to this point. It me, it you. Hello. Yeah, they do have big ass pockets on their trench coat. Hmm. So some of the characters I designed have a prop. This character has a stopwatch, so I might kind of just have him holding it. I love having a shitty memory because I can't remember a single thing from VLR, and that is a good thing. Oh god, I wish that was me. That is me until I eventually edit it. Because once I edit a playthrough, a lot of stuff is like reconfirmed in my memory, so I remember it forever. You poor thing. Yeah. Currently, I'm editing the Kingdom Hearts 1 playthrough, so it'll probably be a hot second before I even get to editing VLR. Hell, I still need to edit 999, so. Yeah, something like that. I will look up a better reference, or look up a reference for the handling later. A reference as or yeah, look up a better reference as if I'm using a reference. Uh, I'm not sure what game I'm gonna play next. Because I am kind of currently playing Baldur's Gate, but I just had a fight or flight response hearing this because of the artist. Aw, you don't like Rebecca Sugar? Or did it just bring back memories of a different time? This is from Fiona and Cake, for anyone who doesn't know. Rebecca Sugar sings Well, Rebecca Sugar helps with the music again on Fiona and Cake. Um, and of course sings this song. Rebecca Sugar scares me. Sorry. I'm sorry, something about that makes me laugh. Oh, God. They're a bit of an enigma. American cartoonist Rebecca Sugar scares me. Ah, this song's always so quiet. I always have to turn it up. Go. All right, time for the fun part. We're just starting to draw the clothes. Really did that wrong. Well, Terran found me the Ricochet went in that direction. I'm assuming you mean with SU? Not a fan of the diamonds, I assume. Yeah, yeah. Oh, fuck, what the? Oh. Turn this down. God, yes. I don't really mind it. I understand why people don't like it, the whole forgiveness thing, but also it's one of those things where it's like it's the thesis statement of the show, but like I get it. Some people like feel like the diamonds are too far gone as a character concept or a villain concept to deserve it. It is something that is hotly debated, I am aware. I still enjoy the show ultimately. I'm well aware of the contention. Oh, drawing these gears is gonna suck. They're gonna be perfect. These read as gears and they are completely normal. I draw this wrong. Fair enough, I can appreciate having the gay wedding scene and destroying the censorship people in the process. Reading about that is fascinating because Rebecca Sugar literally killed the show for that wedding. Like, that's why the show, the last season or so, is so, like, the way it is, like, so rushed and people feel like a lot of storylines got cut. Literally, Rebecca Sugar traded the show for that wedding. It's really fascinating to read about from, I guess, Rebecca Sugar and also, crew members that were around at the time. I own, the art books and stuff, and they talk about it in the second art book. Yeah, because there's two for the show and one for the movie. So I guess the second art book for the show, there's a big section of Rebecca Sugar talking about it. She traded so much for the fattest middle finger in the history of cartoons. Literally was like, alright, you can have the show, but they get to kiss, fuckers. It's wild. It feels like that wasn't so long ago, but like shows that like cartoons specifically have come such a long way in a short period of time, perhaps, for what they're able to get away with nowadays. And that does feel like the first of many middle fingers of being like, fuck you, gay people. At least at the very least it did that. Oh, nope. What shape is this fucking trench coat? The importance of commas. Forgot how like big and dumb this character's trench coat was. Good. It's really big and but Rebecca has a good singing voice though. Yeah, I agree. I think they have a good singing voice. I enjoy their work on Adventure Time and Steven Universe. Although I can't honestly remember if they ever sing on Steven Universe or not, or if it's just demos and crap. But I do like their work on Adventure Time a lot. Things the ending. Oh, you're yeah. No, you're right. Oh, this trench coat. Man, fuck the guy who designed this character, am I right? Wonder who that could have been. This isn't actually that bad of a trench coat design. It's just a little awkward with the only one angle. I wonder. It's a mystery. Who could have done this to me? It's not actually that bad. Just the fact it's A, it's been a year since I've looked at any of these designs, and B, you only get the one angle, which is a front on. So I have to try and imagine it in a 3D space. But I have aphantasia, so I can't see images in my brain, which makes it harder. Can't imagine nothing. Me for real. Man, ever since I was started telling folks I had aphantasia, the amount of people who look at me and are just like, "But how do you draw?" And I'm like, shockingly, I don't think seeing images in your brain and drawing pictures are directly related. Do you imagine a circle in your head every time you draw it on paper? Do you imagine letters in your head? Maybe people do. I don't do it, so like maybe I'm being a dickhead, but like I don't think people imagine what a letter looks like before they write it. I feel that. It's just silly to me. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Uh ooh. So from the front, one sec, I'm doing visualization. And it goes around in the back. This sucks, but I can draw. Alright. Rotate that. This side out more? I wonder how many folks are gonna be doing drinking games tonight, like on streams and stuff, because it's St. Patty's Day. I was just thinking of that passingly. Like, I wonder how many folks are actually doing St. Patrick's Day streams. So many. As I was saying at the beginning of this stream, I did my drinking last night. Hence me being kinda quieter. I'm not hungover, but I am a little tired. I didn't wake up with a headache and I was so happy. I probably would have canceled the stream if I did. It's like, damn, drawing hungover with a headache, just kill me. It'll be easier. It'll be kinder. But no, no headache, so. I'll fix the collar later. And by later, I mean now. All pieces of your heart out, darling. Bruises in the pudding, baby. That better? Kind of. Hmm. Belt. 10 out of 10 built. I think I need to make it higher. And another one that gets so quiet. Can't tell if I need to start like aggressively hydrating with water again or something, but like I feel like my voice recently has just been so fucking like rumble and like shitty. Alright. Something like that might work. Ah, my mug. Alright, it's fine. No tragedy. The funniest part of this character design is I kind of just didn't give them shoes. I just neglected that detail. Oop, I deleted that. Want to. Alright, how do I want to go? Hmm, that out of there. Where's that? Probably kind of sticking out too much, I think. Not. Eh, that's a bit better. I can fiddle with that in the future. Are the three chains? I do that to remind myself they need to be there. If there's anything I'm forgetting, other than the other hand and the shoes, I know I need to do those. So originally, the plan was to maybe have like hand in the pocket. The trench coat pockets are weird on this design because they're less for putting your hands in and more for putting stuff in, trinkets and the like. So maybe I'll just do the hand like lying on top or something. Who is to say? Hmm. Oh, the hand's so itty bitty. But do it so tiny. Stop being small. Let us clean this up slightly. Since I only ate a bagel before starting, I'm probably just gonna finish this sketch. And then I'm probably going to call it there for today. Our streams aren't nearly as long as the other streams. Purely because either I get what I want to get done, done, or I get interrupted by other things. In this case, unfortunately, I guess I should eat food. So sad. Little lines. The boots. You can see on the reference I didn't actually remember to give them boots. It kind of just looks like they're wearing socks. But I guess I should give them boots. I guess. Uh, think that's fine for now. I'll probably fix some things. Whoop. Fuck my pen. I'll probably fix some things later when I get the chance. My poor mug. I'm gonna move this. Ceramic mugs on a glass top table is truly hell. As I'm sure you are all aware from getting the second hand of that. There. I think that works for a sketch for now. Ugh. Well, I'm gonna wrap up the art stream there, purely because I need to go eat. And then after I do that, I'm probably gonna keep working on these, but I'll just stay offline for it so that way I can, I can be more finicky with them than I normally am when I'm on stream. But yeah, still stream. I'm gonna leave it there. I might save these after I clean up the sketches more and like finalize them. I might save them to render out on stream. If I decide to do another art stream next week, we'll see. I might also finish them between now and next week if they're the main thing I work on. We'll have to see. But I might leave these on standby for rendering. But besides that, I'll call it there. Goodbye to anyone who hung out and watched me do a little bit of art this morning. Good St. Patrick's Day to all. Good luck to anyone who's gonna be drinking tonight. I did that yesterday, so I'm feeling it, TM. But, night everyone. Not night. God, I'm too used to streaming Baldur's Gate for 12 hours. Have a good evening, everyone. Goodbye.